Hey y'all, this is Kiara, and today is December 12th, and it is the 12/12 portal, which is a great time for us to be open to change, but particularly change within our own mind, body, spirit, by detoxifying any outdated beliefs and behaviors that we kept on holding on to that we need to release in order for us to feel free. But to feel free by knowing that the things that we have kept within us was only making us feel like we're a burden within our own subconscious mind. And that's what this 12/12 report is all about. It's all about returning home to yourself without self sacrifice, which is why this card sacrifice, which is the hangman archetype, and also we have the number 12 here, it plays a huge role for us today. So today, this is all about really just releasing your need to keep peace all the time or shrinking yourself to keep peace, explaining yourself when your heart is already sincere and gentle, and then you confusing patience with obligation, you having guilt within yourself for wanting tenderness and wanting love, not just necessarily romantic love, but just unconditional love from family, from people, from anybody in general. So this really just all about just trusting your emotional perception this time and choosing warmth that just soothes your body, letting yourself feel without fixing anything, and allowing hope without demanding certainty. And this is for my people here too, who could be the type of people who are the oldest child or someone who sacrificed a lot for their family, their friends. Or maybe you just could have been played an unintentional role of just being a provider, being the person like a sacrificial lamb, I would say, and particularly you having to adapt to survive all the time. But now with this energy here, you have the ability to choose differently. And keep in mind when it comes to family, the theme around family, love can exist alongside complexity. You don't need to disappear inside it. And that's where it comes to play here when it comes to what matters the most within your heart. It was never lost, it was just resting. And keep in mind, it's all about you just understanding that you can choose your heart over the illusions of what you think love is, particularly what you think family is. And this is where it comes into play here with this 12/12 portal here, is to help us to allow ourselves to revisit or visit our own mind, body, and spirit during emotional heaviness, and to take that time to really tune in within our intuition, tune in within our body and how it's feeling, where we are feeling lonely, but surrounded by people that we know we need to be connected to, or we don't have the ability to connect to at the time. And especially with around holiday season where everybody's going through a lot right now, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. This is a really good time for us to really just use this day to return to ourselves when we want to start sacrificing ourselves for harmony, and to use it as a reminder of our own inner authority. So, overall, today is all about really just remembering ourselves, giving us the ability to understand that things can only get better once we allow ourselves to give ourselves permission to stop overriding our feelings, overriding ourselves, having to do everything quote unquote big all the time for validation, for somebody to see us. Well, we should see ourselves first. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And keep in mind the sensitivity that you're feeling right now is just information. It's not the weakness that you have been perceived to know all your life. And also, overall, you don't have to keep the door open forever. You just want to keep the door open enough to walk through with yourself intact. So allow yourself to say this: I am allowed to choose love that feels kind to my nervous system. And that's really what the 12/12 report is all about. It's all about just having the feeling of being safe inside yourself. That is home. That's the archetype of home. That's the archetype of family. And that's really what it's all about today, is to give yourself permission to feel without fixing yourself, wanting without apologizing for it, resting without having any guilt, and believing in gentle reciprocal love again. So that's really what all there is to it. And I hope that you enjoyed this message that I have given everybody today, and I hope that it resonates. And let me know down in the comments if it does. And also, how do you feel about this 12/12 portal today? And I'll talk to you later. Bye.